What is going on, y'all? Welcome back. I know it has been a long time. And I'm going to explain. We're going to go ahead and get up in this because I've actually been itching to make some more progress on this for a while. Ugh, I need to get my controller right. My bad. Technical difficulties. So last time when we left off, we had just gotten the 4th badge. Today we're going to be not traveling very far because we're just going to the 5th gym. I don't think there's much that goes on between the two. I really cannot remember off the top of my head. I'm kind of out of it. It's late. It's 5:30. Just got back home from the gym. 12-hour shift. My usual shit. So at the end of last video when we beat the 4th gym leader, we ended with Yami having crunch, secret power, dig, swagger. I'm mostly doing this for my recollection, but I'm taking you guys with me. And then, that's not the right Kotaro. Return, belly drum, which came in super clutch in the last battle. Pin missile and shockwave for some coverage. So, we are going to fight our dad in this video. Norman, the 5th gym leader, normal type. And I'm nervous as hell for it. So, shut up, Dalton, I don't care. But alright, so, life update. And just some overall kind of like channel stuff. This is going to be a very informal video. I apologize if that's not what you're interested in. Obviously, I'm going to focus on Pokemon when Pokemon becomes relevant. But for now, we did get the Go Goggles. Go Goggle? Goggle Goes? Goes, the goggles that go. The Go Goggles. Alright. So we have some trainers in here that we can grind up on if we need it, but there's nothing story related that happens in the desert. So I am just going to just claw my way back to the city that my dad works. Damn, I'm so old. I can't remember shit anymore. Petalburg. That's where we're going, right? Yeah, it feels good. All right. So, life update. A lot, a whole lot. Mostly good, some real bad. That's all right, because we're here. What am I doing? I just shortcut this way. So, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Audio off. So I'm just going to speed the hell up, get through here, and I'm going to talk to you guys. So, where to begin? Last week, your boy, Fat Man Weiss, big announcement. I proposed to my girlfriend of 6.5 years. So I am officially engaged. It was very nice. It wasn't. Actually, it was a shit show. Everything tried to make it not happen. Not in a dramatic, like it was not meant to be, but just in a, it was not picturesque. It didn't feel right. It was very forced. And that sounds awful. I will explain. So, we have for a while now, I've been meaning to propose for a while. I've been kind of putting it off because money, timing, I wanted to make a big, romantic event of it, all this stuff, and that's just not really what we do. Like, we're intimate, we're romantic, but we're not showy romantics, Like, we're romantic behind closed doors. We don't necessarily go out and do big stuff. That's never been our relationship. So I just kept waiting, and then I was like, you know what? If I wait until the perfect time is not going to come. I have to make it happen. So I bought the ring, it came in, and I kind of sat on the ring for a while. Well, we had planned to have a nice date day together. And I was like, you know what? That's going to be when I do it. It's been a long while since we've just had a date night together. This is when I'm going to do it. I was sure of it. I had her friend hold on to the ring for me so she would never stumble across it. And I was like, this is it. This is for sure what I'm going to do. And then I had to go into work because that morning, which really fucked me up because I'm used to working, you know, like 3 p.m. to 4 a.m. and then going to bed at 7 a.m. And they're like, yeah, we really need you to open the store, which is at 7 a.m. And I'm like, I usually go to bed at that time. That is a big fucking ask. I did it because I need money. But I did it. You know what? I'm not ready to challenge Norman because I want to keep telling my story. So I am now going to backtrack all the way back up while I finish telling my story. So that way we can get just a little bit more levels on us because we're going to need it. We are going to need the hell out of it. But anyway, so I agreed to work it and I was like, you know what? We'll just go out afterwards. So that was the first big kind of like, maybe today's not the day, right? Had to work. But I was like, you know what? We won't have a whole day together, but we'll have an afternoon together. I can still make something romantic come of this yet, right? Well, then I was supposed to get off at 5 p.m. I got off closer to 6 because the manager that was supposed to come in to replace me, he came in late. And then when he came in, he was kind of, I'm going to just say dragging ass to like take over. Like he went into the back to go get his like apron and get his, you know, get ready for his shift. People came in, I called him out like, hey man, you got customers. Just didn't come from the back. And I'm like, dude, everyone's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? You're in uniform. You're sitting there. Meanwhile, I'm trying to finish out my managerial paperwork so I can go. So anyway, I guess he's playing peekaboo in the back. He doesn't come up. I feel bad because all these customers are looking at me like, dude, what the fuck? You're literally just going to make a stand here? And I'm like, no. Oh, hey. Secret little thing, but we don't need fossils. So I get up. I get everyone's order. I get everyone situated. You know, make everyone's sandwich. Then he comes up. I finish my paperwork. I'm like, dude, I'm gone. I'm sorry. I'm gone. Like, I know you don't have any help tonight, but it's Sunday. It's going to be slow as shit. I got plans. I'm gone. Bye. So we leave and we go to the downtown area of where I work. And so the thing with downtown is it's on a river. It's not... This thing of slash is fucking me up. God damn, brother. It's on a river. It's got all these different like trails following the river. And so my idea was, what I was going to do was let Kotaro die. But what I was going to do is I was going to find a nice dock area that, you know, is over the water, is tranquil, is scenic, is nice, is romantic. I was going to profess my loves in this very uncharacteristic... I'm not very eloquently spoken, as you guys can tell with these videos, but just a very meaningful, deep, emotional exposure of feelings and love. And then, you know, she'll probably be like, you know, where's all this coming from? And I was going to lead it in very, very smoothly, like the get down on one knee is like, well, because I want you for the rest of my life. And, oh, it'd be so beautiful and storybook and yada, yada, yada. And I was like, oh, it's going to be good. And then so we go to downtown. And I noticed something. There's a lot of water. And it's like, yeah, no shit. It's, you know, a river. Tends to be mostly water. But it's a lot of water, and it's a lot higher than it's supposed to be. And I'm like, huh. There's usually a open dock right there. And it's gone. It's under the water. And it's at this point that I realize my town's been under a flood warning for like the past week. And my house isn't in an area to where flooding is a problem, so it's not something I think about. And I was like, ooh, this might not work. And I was like, all right, well, we have a ton of nature trails all throughout, like the back downtown area and just into the residential areas. I'm sure I can find a nice area, maybe a nice bank if I can't find a dock, a nice bank over the water, and just have a good time, right? Plan's still in motion. So we start walking, we're traveling, we're looking. Everywhere we go, swamp, flooded, gone, cut off, restricted access, more swamp, tons of people. And I'm like, I need somewhere secluded. Me and her are very, like, not socially awkward people, but we're very reserved people. We're not, we do, like, PDA, like, public displays of affection. We're not embarrassed about it or against it, but, like, we don't like a lot of attention. We don't really like to be the people that stand out most of the time. And I definitely didn't want, me to propose and a whole bunch of onlookers and whatever, because I'm not trying to make a spectacle of it. I'm trying to make it an intimate moment between me and my future wife, right? So I'm looking. We walk for like a mile and a half, which is fine. It's a nice, beautiful day, right? She obviously doesn't know that the whole reason we're doing this is for me to propose, so she's just enjoying the weather. She's telling me stories of, stupid stuff she did as a kid and times her mom got mad at her and whatever. It was a nice day. I went way out of focus. It was a nice day, but it was very unromantic. Because again, there's people everywhere. Everything's flooded, swampy, bugs are out, we're in the sun. I'm in my work uniform. It's just not, I try to change the conversation to be a little more romantic. Like, what do you think about kids and the rest of our life and yada, yada, yada. And that just never really sticks. Like, we talk about it, but it's never in like a emotional way. It's, like I said, as we are, just straightforward people. Just fine. Nothing, me and her work really well together, and that's what matters. But, so I keep trying to find the right moment, trying to find the right area. Nothing's lining up. Well, I get to this last area that is supposed to have a nice dock. And when I mean to tell you that not only was there not a dock, there was just straight up not road. Like, there was usually drivable road. That's gone. Flooded. And so I'm standing there at the end of the route and I'm like, fuck, what do I do? Like, do I pop the question just here? Just on this flooded street? And I was like, nah, that's not sexy, right? Well, I see off to the side a path through the woods. And I'm like, maybe. If I could just find a path that like a nice secluded path, it's a little adventurous, a little intimate, that, just takes to the river, right? It's flooded. There's a ton of river. I gotta be able to find an area that meets my requirements. So we start walking. And we're in a fucking swamp. We are going into the swamp. I'm really surprised I didn't fucking meet Shrek back there. It was just swamp. Nothing scenic, nothing romantic, nothing intimate, just swamp. And I'm standing there and I'm thinking. She's making the jokes. She's like, if you want to kill me, now's the time to do it. And I'm like, I want to profess my love, goddammit. I'm not trying to kill you. It definitely feels that way. But fuck, this is not working out. And I was like, I should just give up. Now's not the time. Give up. But I started having this internal battle and I was like, no, don't. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And here's why it doesn't matter. You guys have been together for 6.5 years. y'all know y'all are marrying each other. Y'all have been so painfully loyal and dedicated to one another for the last 6.5 years. Y'all have talked 1,000 times about marriage and kids. Y'all own a house together. You own 2 vehicles together. Like, y'all have 2 dogs together. Y'all are together. Ring or no ring, it's you guys until the end of time. The ring is just a formality to make it official, right? Now, there's some extra family stuff that does add a little bit more urgency to it. I'm not going to get into details about that because it's kind of sad and depressing, and that's not the point of this story. But for the sake of the story, there was a lot of reason for me to go ahead and propose, and there was not much banking on, like, I'll put it to you like this. Hannah, my fiance, has always said, and I quote, "Babe, you could come home with a ring pop and just hand it to me and say, 'Will you marry me?' And that will suffice for me." Because again, in our minds, we're already together. You know, her mom and dad already call me their son-in-law, and vice versa. Like, we are married in everyone's eyes, except for the state of North Carolina, right? So I give her this whole speech of, you know, love and not proposal, of love, of dedication, of how I see the rest of our lives going. And then I stop. And I'm like, this doesn't feel it. This isn't it. It's not that I don't love her. It's not that I don't want to do this. This just doesn't feel like the spectacle I want it to be. You know? She's kind of like, I can see it in her eyes, like, all right, you're either actually about to kill me or you're going to propose to me, because this is fucking weird. This is not the location you do this. And I was like, I want it to be a surprise. I want it to be romantic. I want it to be cool. Cool. Cute. None of this is it. And I was like, you know what? No. And I literally said, I was like, I'm going to stop waiting to move forward with our life. And I got down on my knee and I proposed. And she immediately was like, yes, oh my God, yes, blah, blah, blah. We then laughed about the whole hilarity of the situation. She was like, I've been wondering what was going on. I've been feeling like that's where we were going. But, like, at the same time, I couldn't fucking tell. And I was like, yeah, I didn't know if we should, yada, yada, yada. Really nice day. Really nice night. You know, ended the day engaged. We ended up going out to dinner, had a very nice dinner. And then this happened. Yeah. Now, you can look at my face now, and then look at that. I got poison ivy. I still have a little bit of it on, like, parts of my body. Can't really see. You can kind of see how fucked up my nose is. You saw it in the picture, how swollen it was, how my eye was, like, almost swollen shut. I had a severe allergic reaction to poison ivy. Luckily, my fiance is apparently just not allergic to poison ivy, so she doesn't break out. But when I mean to tell you guys, I got it everywhere, I need you to understand. I got it everywhere. I got so little sleep because I was so uncomfortable. Itchy, burny, awful. It was awful. I got so little sleep, and that's pretty much where I've been for the past, week and a half. Just work got really hectic, then I got engaged, and then I was literally just itchy incarnate for a week. It has been a time, but that's catching up. I have a couple more things I'll talk about a little later, but for now, we did the teeny bit of grinding that we could do against the only real trainers that we have. So let's get up in this gym and see how this is going to go. Alright. Okay. The doors in this gym open when you beat the awaiting trainers. Whoops, the doors in this room are already open, so don't attack me. The trainers of Petalburg Gym use all kinds of items. The door at the left leads to the speed room. The door on the right leads to the accuracy room. The room's name will be on the door, so choose carefully. Alright, so I'm not really worried because I plan on going through all of these rooms. Because we need every single bit of battle that we can. In fact, I don't necessarily think any of these battles are going to be difficult. But Norman has the potential to be a very, very big pain in the ass. Now, I believe in Emerald version, his team is both better and worse. Because if I remember correctly, in this, I believe his team is like a Linoon, a Vigoroth, and then a very scary Slacking. I think in Ruby and Sapphire, his team was literally Slacking, Vigoroth, another fucking Slacking. So, it may be super cheesy this episode, but what I'm thinking I'm going to try to do is if he does lead with either Vigoroth or Linoon, I should be able to belly drum with Kotro and then just bop, bop, bop. That's lame. That's boring. I know. But I'm going to be honest, after the last battle, Flannery, which I thought was going to be the easiest of the gym leaders so far, after that went so awfully, oh god. Please don't hurt yourself. Don't do it, Kotaro. You deserve this. You deserve this death right here. This is entirely your fault, you dumb, dumb dog. You didn't live. You strong boy. You strong dog. Alright. Hit. Don't hit yourself. Don't hit. Good dog. That's a good dog right there. But, anyway. Flannery fucked us up. Flannery was genuinely difficult. I did not expect it. I was not ready for it. We are even more over-leveled than we have been because of the difficulty with Flannery. And seeing how Belly Drum literally just cleaned it up nice and tidy. It might be a bad crutch, but I think it's about all I got, honestly. Like, I can see a very real scenario to where if we don't utilize that strategy, our options are either we just can't beat, especially Steven, or we have to get to like level 100 to stand a chance. I mean, we're only at the 5th gym, and we're already in the early 40s. It's already not going that good for us. Which is fine. I will say this. Once it gets to the point to where we are, like, grinding in, like, the 60s, I will absolutely hack in rare candies. Again, cheap. It might be muddying the experience, but the way I see it is I just kind of want to see if this is possible and how early it's possible. So, like, my idea is if utilizing the belly drum method allows us to kind of cheese the battles and we don't have to get to level 100, I feel like it's more interesting to take a bad Pokemon with a unique strategy and exploit that strategy to win rather than... I mean, we're going to see. We're going to see right here. I did not read any of his dialogue. I am not doing this properly. That's bad. That's really bad. That is really bad. I'm not even going to take that chance because if I hit myself, I am dead as fuck. Like, super dead. Ooh, I may not have... Okay, I have full heals. We're good. Because... Again, confusion. Brother, you just confused me. Stop. How did you know I was going to heal it? You're just being a bitch. But I feel like it's more interesting to be able to get through the game with, like, level 50s using a cheese move with 2 unevolved pieces of shit than getting them to level 100 and just fucking, because, like, I'm going to be honest, I don't know if we kill this thing. There's a very real chance we might not kill this thing, because Slacking is a thick-ass dog. It's not a dog. It's a monkey. Okay, never mind. It did kill. I guess we are 12 levels over, and it is stab max. Yeah, that's fair. Damn, this doesn't feel good. I don't feel good about... Like, I do. I love that, especially with, you know, the last 4 gyms being so difficult, that this is just a breeze. But at this point, it kind of just feels like it's a Zigzagoon solo run, doesn't it? Damn. That kind of cheapens the victory, right? I mean, there was no struggle here. There was... I gained 3 levels, 2 levels, and then did the same strategy. Damn. I'm having a midlife crisis about this. Well, we defeated Norman. ... I can't believe it, Fat Man. I lost to Fat Man. But rules are rules. Here, take this. Yeah, I feel about the same way as you do. No. Don't do it. Quit. Alright, cool. Alright. I guess, man. Like, we earned it. But alright, Pokemon that know the HM move Surf will be able to travel over water. This is my gift to you, Fat Man. I'm sure you can use it correctly. TM42. Facade. Which is a good move. Doubles the power of moves if the Pokemon is poisoned, paralyzed, or burned. It might be able to turn a bad situation into an advantage. As the gym leader, I can't express how upset I am, but as a father, it makes me both happy and a little sad. It's odd. This guy just beat every single trainer in the gym and walked up in here. Ah, there you are, Fat Man. Please come with me. I have something I want you to have. Norman, you don't mind, do you? Let me borrow your Fat Man for a minute or two. Alright, yeah, my one bonding moment with my dad. Not very important. Fuck that guy. I mean, that's pretty much how I just treated that battle, right? Just not shit. Please excuse us for dragging you here this way, but our Wally's become very healthy since he went to Verdanturf Town. We owe it all to you. When Wally left town, you helped him catch a Pokemon, right? I think that made Wally really happy. Actually, not just Wally, it made me, his father, happy too. Happy that he's gained such a great friend as you. I've talked to this kid like twice. This isn't a bribe or anything, but I'd really like you to have this. Oh, that's the Surf HM my dad was just talking about. If your Pokemon can surf, you'll be able to go to all sorts of places. Damn. That's a sad feeling, the way that concluded. That's a sad-ass feeling, the way that concluded. Alright, so I will most likely teach Kotaro Surf. No, I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm going to get rid of... What do I get rid of? Alright. So hear me out. I can probably be persuaded to get rid of Belly Drum. Just because I don't want to do... I don't want every battle to just be Kotaro Sweet. You know? Because then at that point, what's the point of the dual run? You know, Poochyena and Zigzagoon. It's just a Zigzagoon solo run with Poochyena happening to be there. But at the same time, without Belly Drum, we are not beating this without maxing out our level. I have no doubt in my mind. And even then, we might not be able to. So at that point, what is... I'm genuinely asking you guys. The 4 of you that are going to see this, please, if you made it this far, let me know down below. Would y'all rather see me get rid of Belly Drum? So that way it's actually a challenge, but know that there's a real chance we won't beat this and we will have to be max level? Or do we hold on to it as okay, there's no way to brute force this, time to cheese? Because, like, I've talked about, you know, one of the inspirations for this style of video is my dry bread. In his videos, he kind of realized early on that if you can't brute force it, sometimes cheesing it's your only option, and he would do it early on with double team. But he kind of got tired of just double team cheesing every time he couldn't beat it, because that was repetitive and boring and uninteresting. Which I understand, but at the same time, if it's the only feasible way to beat it without just getting to level 100 and brute forcing it, what's more interesting, you know? For my sanity, I want to keep Belly Drum, because last video for Flannery, before we got Belly Drum, it was like 2 hours worth of recording that I consolidated down just between all the grinding and then more grinding and then grinding again. So the fact that this is the first gym badge that we haven't had to struggle feels great, but also really, really underwhelming. For now, though, I'm going to get rid of Pin Missile. It's just not that good of a move. And Surf is a good move. It's not a great move, but it's a good move for double battles, because Surf doesn't hit our partner, and it hits both opposing Pokemon. And seeing how 2 more gyms we will be fighting the Tate and Liza, the Psychic Gym leaders. Surf will be nice, just to be able to get some spread damage. But anyway, so that's the end of the video. Well, the end of this. Like I said, 1 gym badge per video. Gonna take a quick moment here, and I'm gonna explain some ideas that I have for the channel. So I have really bad ADHD, so I kind of follow the dopamine wherever that leads me, right? Whatever idea I want to do, blah blah blah. I have a hard time sticking with projects that I lose interest in. I can feel that happening here, just because it's been a slog for the past, 4 gym badges. How easily that one went, it was like, okay, this is actually kind of interesting. I told some stories, we got a badge, this is a good video. But here's kind of what I have an idea of. So, I'm probably going to be diversifying my videos to 3 different types. Now, whether or not I include them all on this channel, or I try to characterize them by having 3 separate channels, I do not know yet. Because I'm such a small channel, I don't have many subscribers or viewers. It kind of seems more beneficial to put it all in one place, so that way I can see at least the core audience you guys likes and want to see. But I think long run, it's definitely best to have, if you want to see these videos, this is the channel. If you want to see these types of videos, this is the channel, so on and so forth. But those 3 video types are, there's going to be podcasts. Now, I've already recorded a couple episodes of podcasts. One episode, the first one, the introductory episode, it's literally just me and one of my friends talking over some drinks. We talked about Magic, mostly. We talked about some other things, just random conversation. The 2 videos I recorded after that were topical videos to where me and one of my closest friends growing up, we talked about our favorite and least favorite things from each main series Pokemon game. And so as far as podcasts, it'll be a combination of just fun conversations, catching up with my friends, and actual topical videos. So that's the one channel, or the one aspect. The second thing is actually commentary. I don't know how to put it. I could probably lump this in with the podcast, but I want to do it a little more, like, edited and formulated. But, like, I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, specifically a format called Commander. I'm not going to go into the weeds about that, but I have a lot of thoughts about the game and the social aspect and the health of the game and all that, as people that play games tend to. And I want to engage people in discourse about that sort of stuff. But in order to do that, I need to talk about it. So I want to have a channel or a place to where I can formulate my own thoughts and, you know, kind of lecture you guys about it, is the idea. And then the third idea is gameplay. But it's going to be gameplay with just, like, more casual commentary. So, like, you know, like this episode, life updates, you know, things have been going on behind the scenes, while also, you know, trying to do a goal or a challenge in it. I don't know yet. I know none of this is really like the YouTube meta or what's super big or popular, but as of now, it's where my heart and passions lie with it. It's what sounds fun to me. And I'm kind of at a point to where I like doing this. I want to keep doing it. I'd like to see it grow, but it's not super important for it to grow. I'm not expecting it to become like a side job, or definitely not a main job. You know, if we slowly grow to the point of making money, then maybe I'll start taking it, I guess, a bit more seriously. But for now, I have a lot of passions and thoughts that I want to share with the world, and that's the whole point of YouTube, is to do exactly that. And while I like these gameplay challenge videos, they're not really the format for me to do that. But at the same time, I don't allow myself to play a lot of video games, so I still like having this to just let myself play and talk casually about life. And then I can have my more, you know, I can have my podcast videos for the more, you know, personal conversations. And then I can have my topical videos for more curated, thought out, topical videos. But anyway, that's just kind of where I'm at right now. I'll see how things develop over the next couple weeks. You know, obviously, I'm not going to do any of that until I finish this. So, we got the 5th badge, we got 3 more, and then we got the Elite Four champion, Steven, which I'll probably do the Elite Four champion and Steven in one video, just because the Elite Four and the champion in one video for sure, and I don't want to do a whole extra video just for Steven, because all Steven is going to be, fight him, most likely lose, grind up. Fight him, most likely lose, grind up. Wash, rinse, repeat until I beat him. It's probably not going to have enough content to warrant its own video. But anyway, thank you guys for sticking around this long, if you had. If you did make it to the end of this video, I don't know. Engage. That's what YouTubers are supposed to say, right? Engage with me. Please, I beg of you. I need to feed my family. But same as always, it always feels bad to kind of be like, oh, like, comment, subscribe, blah, 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 blah. If you've made it this far, say avocado at the end of the video, because I'm allergic. That's not a joke. I am allergic to avocados. That, not like deathly allergic. If I eat a lot of avocado, my throat will close. But if I eat a little bit, it'll just get a little tingly. And then if I eat a little bit more, it'll start to constrict. Yeah, I don't know. God made me wrong. I shouldn't say that. God made everyone right, but he fucked something up with me. And that's okay, because that's made life interesting. But I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.